The statistics on endangered species are grim and getting
million
grimmer.
species of animals and plants around the world are now at risk
Animals
of extinction.
all over the world find their habitat threatened by human activities like unsustainable farming
There's
and
a desperate
pollution.
plea for global support to protect the world's animals and
Risk of
plants.
extinction, which should be a wake-up call, says our Joel Sartori.
The world has changed a lot in the past years. Industrialization, commercialization, and technology had evolved. Cars, trains, and other modern means have been invented. In short terms, our world is developing at a rapid speed before our very eyes. But behind these advancements lies a detrimental factor that significantly altered our planet: carbon dioxide. A shift or a switch that puts what we have originally at risk. Indeed, our actions have consequences. Carbon dioxide here, carbon dioxide there, carbon dioxide everywhere. Are we even aware of our carbon footprint? Or are we too ignorant to notice these things? Can't we see that the animals are also suffering? The Philippines is a haven for diverse fauna, boasting around 52,177 known species, including over 200 species of mammals and hundreds of bird species. This rich diversity is attributed to the country's unique geographical features, encompassing a range of habitats from lush rainforests and mangrove swamps to coral reefs and high-altitude mountains. However, the alarming reality is that many of these unique creatures face extinction or critical endangerment due to human activities such as excessive carbon emissions that lead to climate change.
Carbon is the chemical backbone of life on Earth. The carbon cycle regulates the Earth's temperature, makes up for the food that sustains us, and provides energy that fuels our global economy. The carbon cycle is fundamental to sustaining the vibrant fauna of the Philippines, playing a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of our ecosystems. As plants and phytoplankton absorb carbon dioxide through photosynthesis, they provide the foundation for food sources that support diverse animal life. Animals, in turn, contribute to the cycle by releasing carbon dioxide through respiration, and upon their passing, their organic matter enriches the soil through decomposition. So with that, are humans truly responsible for the biodiversity loss in the Philippines? Have our actions led to the extinction and critical endangerment of countless species?
Frequent use of cars, consuming too much electricity, cutting down trees, and improper waste disposal. All these lead to excessive carbon dioxide. Human activities disrupt the steady state of the carbon cycle and fauna in profound ways. The emission of greenhouse gases, primarily from burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial activities, is the most significant driver of observed climate change since the mid-20th century. This increased concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere traps heat, leading to rising global temperatures and altering weather patterns. As a result, ecosystems in the Philippines are experiencing disruptions such as more frequent and intense droughts, wildfires, and storms. These changes directly impact fauna by altering habitats, reducing food availability, and increasing stress on vulnerable species.
In the wrong place at the wrong time? Invasive species have long been spreading across our archipelago, posing a major threat to the delicate ecosystems that supports our diverse fauna. These invaders rapidly reproduce and with the lack of natural predators, have taken root in our lands and waters. Nile tilapia, a foreign fish, dominates our freshwater habitats. Meanwhile, on land, a small but terrible snail dubbed the golden apple continues to harm our agriculture. But the impact of these invasive species extends far beyond the immediate displacement of our indigenous flora and fauna. They disrupt the cycle that sustains life on our planet, the carbon cycle. By altering the compositions of our soil and disrupting the delicate balance of ecosystems, invasive species hinder the natural process of carbon storage and cycling. Their unchecked multiplication can lead to the release of large amounts of carbon dioxide, worsening the greenhouse effect and accelerating the pace of climate change.
An example of this impact is the brown tree snake on the island of Guam. This invasive predator, accidentally introduced by humans, has destroyed native bird populations, causing a descent that has altered the entire ecosystem's ability to store and cycle carbon effectively. Yet, even as we struggle with invasive species, our native fauna faces another, more subtle threat: the epigenetic consequences of climate change. Epigenetics is the study of heritable changes in gene expression that do not involve alterations to the DNA sequence itself. It has shed light on how organisms can adapt to changing environmental conditions. And as our planet's climate shifts, so too the epigenetics profiles of our fauna. Environmental challenges such as rising temperatures, ocean acidification, and habitat fragmentation can cause epigenetic modifications, altering the way genes are expressed and potentially enhancing or reducing an organism's ability to adapt and survive.
In the Philippines, ongoing research has uncovered epigenetic changes in species as diverse as the Philippine tarsier and the Philippine ricefish, both of which have been affected by human activities and environmental degradation. These epigenetic modifications may hold the key to understanding how our native species will respond to the climate challenges and how we can best aid their survival and adaptation. While using epigenetics could help preserve species, we have to consider the ethical issues and practical difficulties involved. As we explore altering epigenetic processes for conservation, we need to carefully think through any possible negative impacts to avoid accidentally doing more harm than good. During these times of extreme environmental shifts, the fates of invasive species, epigenetic adaptations in organisms, and the cycling of carbon are inseparably linked and influence each other. It is without a doubt that we humans have contributed the most to setting this in motion. Our choices today reverberate through generations of ecosystems.
Imagine a world where lush forests teem with life, where the air is pure and alive with the buzz of biodiversity.
Conserving our fauna and nurturing the carbon cycle isn't just about protecting species.
It's about safeguarding our very survival.
Every bird, every tree, every microorganism contributes to the intricate dance of the carbon cycle, regulating our climate and sustaining life.
By preserving our natural ecosystems and embracing sustainable practices,
we not only protect biodiversity, but also ensure a stable future for humanity. Let's act now
to preserve this remarkable planet
and all its wonders
for generations to come.
Together, we can write
our planet's future story.